Hi, friends, and welcome to Brick House Bones episode 36. Wow, I cannot believe we are this far along in this program. 36. Today is a really great episode. If you're new here, please watch all of these exercises. So Brick House Bones weekly series is 4 new exercises every week just to show you the variety of moves that are available to you to help make you strong and fracture proof. And we cover the 4 types of exercises that we know make the biggest difference in preventing falls and fractures. We cover strength, posture, balance, and power or impact, things that help make our bones want to be stronger. And today is a great one. I've got a great self-assessment tool for you on the strength so you know where you fall in kind of your strength for your age, right? We have a wonderful posture stretch that's going to activate some of the muscles in our upper back. We've got a great balance exercise. They're all great, right? I'm using that word too much. Anyway, if you have a yoga block, that will come in handy. If not, you can put something down there that you can do our balance exercise, something that you don't mind if you step on it a little bit. It could be another dumbbell or weight or a tissue box or even a shoe. If you have a stretchy exercise band, we will be using that as well. And of course, you're going to be on the floor for just a little bit of this on our stomachs, if that's comfortable for you. All right, let's get started. First of all, I'm Dr. Lisa. I'm a physical therapist, and I'm an osteoporosis and cancer exercise specialist. And I designed Brick House Bones to help serve as many people as possible gain confidence to do the things that they love with the people they love. I want you to be fracture proof, and I want your world to stay big and active and engaged. Okay, so starting with posture exercise first, we're coming down onto our mat, onto our stomachs. If this is somewhat stiff for you in the low back, place a pillow under your hips. That often can make a huge difference to make you more comfortable. We're going to bring the elbows in, kind of tucked to the side with the palms down. Now, this motion or movement is called Cobra in yoga. And notice my eyes are down. I'm not cranking on my neck, lifting the eyes up. So keep the eyes down and the chin tucked. And I am going to press down with my hands and elbows into the mat. And at the same time that I'm pressing, I'm trying to lift my head and shoulders, lift them away from the mat. So it's both a press by the hands and a lift by the spine. Get a nice stretch there. Lower back down. Release. Press and lift. Think about lifting your heart light forward so that this light shines forward on the wall in front of you. Now, if it doesn't move as far as mine, that's okay. Let it move as far as you're able to without forcing, feeling a stretch. Maybe a little work, maybe a little opening in the heart center. Notice we're not holding it too long. You can reposition the arms a little bit. See what feels the best for you. This helps to reverse that hunch, that middle back kyphosis or hyperkyphosis if it has increased. And it starts to activate the muscles in the upper back. So now I got warmed up and now I feel like I can lift just a little bit higher. And I feel that activation in these muscles between the shoulder blades. And we want them to be stronger. We know that strengthening the muscles in the spine help protect our spine from fractures. Great. Let's do one more together here, okay? Pressing down, lifting up, feeling that opening, feeling that stretch, feeling those muscles activating in the upper back. Good. All right. Push back up to your hands and knees so we can come back up to standing. Great. All right. So that was our posture component exercise for this week's Brick House Bones. The next is our balance exercise. And if you follow any of my complete videos or balance videos, you may have seen this one in there. But if you haven't followed those, then this is really a wonderful way to start to work on dynamic balance. So using the yoga block, I'm going to place my hands on my hips, or they can be folded across your chest. And we're going to alternate slow and controlled toe taps on the block. Now notice I'm not crushing or stepping on the block. I'm just tapping. Now you can go quickly, but that's not as much work on your balance. So a quick is a little bit, it doesn't take as much time standing on one leg. And that's really what we're practicing here, is the ability to stand on one leg while moving the other leg. Now, if you need to turn your chair around, or if you need to do this close to your counter because you're not steady enough to do this without losing your balance, that's okay. You can have one hand on the back of your chair or on your counter. So 20 toe taps on the block. Now, if you have a yoga block like I do, and that height is easy, take it a little higher, just like that. You can do 20 taps there. If that's easy, take it up to the tallest point. You could stack 2 yoga blocks on top of each other, and then make sure that you don't knock them over. So this is all about having stability and control when you're standing on one leg while moving the other and hitting a target. And the higher you have to lift your foot, the more difficult that becomes. Simple and effective dynamic balance exercise. So give that one a try with your yoga block at home. If you don't have one, there is one listed just like this, exactly like the one I have here on my Amazon affiliate store. All right, excellent. So now we're going to our strength exercise for today, and we're going to do a bridge lying on our back with a pull down. So we're activating all of the muscles in our back using both arms and legs. So with my stretchy band here, because my arms are long, my stretchy band's going to be around my thighs. I'm holding it pretty close because I want a bit of resistance there. So hands are a little bit wider than my hips, and they're just right over my thighs. And from here, we've got knees bent, feet lined up with the hips, head down, chin tucked. We're going to press the feet in and pull the hands down to the mat and then relax. And you may feel that in the back of the arm, in the tricep, or a little in the lats, and that's what we're going for. So as you do a bridge, we're activating the glutes and the low back. As your arms press down into the mat with the resistance band, you're activating the lats and the back of the arms and the upper back. So we get a wonderful whole spine co-contraction with this with this upper body and lower body movement. So if you don't have a band, press the palms and lift the hips. So you can do this without a band. Press the palm, lift the hips. It's more intense with the band. So palms facing each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Arms are already getting tired. 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. So I really feel that in the backs of the arms. It probably doesn't help that I already did a different workout today, but that is a wonderful sensation to feel that fatigue. All right, here we go. So that was 10. Now, if you're new, you can just do 1 round of that exercise. You can work up to 3 rounds of 10. If that's easy, feel free to go ahead and increase that. On the Cobra, you can do 10 Cobra press-ups. You know, that would be a reasonable thing to even do every day to work on that posture. We can work on posture exercises every day. The balance one could also be done, 20 toe taps every day. If you have to use support with the chair or counter, gradually weaning yourself off that support. Okay, our last exercise, this is our power exercise, and it's power because we're using speed. And when you exercise or lift a weight and you're doing it as fast as possible, then that is power. So when things are moving faster, we're moving as quickly as we can, or we're jumping, we're being explosive, those are power movements. And those movements have increased ground reaction forces that stimulate our bone to be stronger. So we're going to do a 30-second sit to stand from a chair that's pretty much a normal chair height, like a dining room chair. 17 inches is, I believe, they say if you use the inches system. I don't know that that's a big deal, but just a normal height chair, perhaps your knees are just slightly lower than your hips, but not by too much. So it should be a pretty standard sized chair. The instructions are arms folded across your chest, stand up and sit down as quickly as you can for 30 seconds. So we're going to time this. We're all going to do it together. And I'm going to give you the printout of what the normal, below normal, average, and above normal numbers are for somebody above age 60 doing this test. Now, if you're below age 60, you should be shooting for 20 or more repetitions. That should be considered your goal. That even above 60, that should be considered your goal too. But we do have standard references for what is below normal and above normal for each age range above 60. I don't know why they didn't do it for below 60, but they didn't. Okay, so from this position, feet are underneath you. I'll start the timer. I'll say go, and we'll all do it together. And it counts. So up and down is 1. You don't have to land completely, but you can't just do it like this. Okay, so touch and go, touch and go. You have to land all the way. All right, are we ready? Set, go. I hope you're counting. Halfway. Five seconds. Very good. All right. So keep track of your score. Look at the information below the video, and that will have the norms for your age range or above average. I bet a lot of you are above average. If you were average or below average in that, that is your exercise. That is the way that you practice. You do this for 30 seconds, as many as you can. You could even do that daily. If you're adding weight, once you add weight to your squats or some of my other videos, you will see that number improve, absolutely. If it bothers your knees, use a higher chair or put a pillow in the chair until it's high enough that you can do it without too much discomfort. There's a lot of ways to vary it to get the successful result that you're looking for. All right, so that was episode 36. 4 new, awesome, different exercises to incorporate to help us be strong and resilient and do the things we love. I'll see you next week.